Welcome to Tiny NH House. I'm back up here working for a few days, and the good news is I was able to find the missing base cabinet. A Home Depot over in Rochester, New Hampshire had one, and they held it for me, and I picked it up today. So first order of business is to get that installed. Then I can put the counter on top of it. I have to cut the counter first. And I think I'm going to try and get that light, LED light, finally up in the kitchen over the sink. And depending on the weather, we may do some stuff outside. I have two IBC totes in the backyard right now. Actually, you can see them here. And I want to move those up into the woods. So we'll see how difficult that's going to be. And I also want to fill one of them with water if there's still water in the well, which I think there is. So there's a better look at it. Cabinet in place. Have to attach the front of it to the one next to it with 2 screws. Square everything up. And then measure and cut the countertop to fit over it. Looks nice. So this is my setup for drilling the holes through the cabinet to join it to the next one. I got clamps top and bottom to hold it together. This is actually the first cabinet that I've had to shim slightly to get level. Well, that did not go as planned. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm pointing to the screw here, which I was screwing in, and it broke in half. So I got to see if I can back that out with a pair of pliers. Now the time to cut the countertop to length. So this is what you do when you don't have a table saw and you're out in the country. Got this blocked up here, and I've got a straight edge which I will guide the saw down. Give me a nice clean cut. There's our nice straight cut. Test fit. Everything looks good. Boy, even that little piece is heavy. So now, take that off and apply sealant to all sides. And then we'll bring it back and secure it to the cabinets. This is my setup for the new countertop, applying sealant to it. I put the sealant on one side and then flip it over and do the other side. I've got 2 coats now on the bottom, and I've got 4 coats on the top, and that should be good enough for the time being. So next step is to lift that into place on the counter next to the stove. I want to move my tanks up into the woods there, just beyond the well where I cut down that tree last time. So let's see how difficult that's going to be. It's a rail system. Well, that was a workout, but I got them up there. I'm going to move them a little bit to the left tomorrow morning, get them as level as I can, and then see if I can pump some water into at least one of them. And I also have to cover it with a tarp or black plastic so I don't get any algae growing. Well, the tanks are in place. It's not perfectly level, but the valves are pointed downhill, so that's the main thing. I didn't get a chance to fill one of them this time, but that's okay. I'll do it next time. So another task completed. My backyard no longer has 2 IBC totes. Now my woods have them instead. So I've had some problems with this toilet for a while now. Basically it's leaking. When the tank fills up, there's a tiny bit of water coming through here, and what it does is it's causing my pump in the cellar to cycle. The pump will turn off for 10 or 15 seconds, and then it'll start for like 1 second because the pressure's slowly dropping in the line. So I turned to YouTube to find out how to fix this problem, and one solution was to blow out this valve here where the water comes in. I'll do that in a second. I basically have to get a glass or a cup and put it over here and then turn the water on, and the water will spray up and hit the cup and go back down and hopefully not go everywhere. But when you take this apart, this piece is on top and there's a diaphragm here in the middle which can be replaced. I may need to replace it. I think I'll order one just to have a spare. But it goes over here like this, and then there's another clip which is on this float here. I don't know if you can see it. That clips into that. So you have to unsnap that initially, and then to take this off you have to push down on the top and turn it like 1/8 of a turn counterclockwise. So 1/8 of a turn to the left, push down, turn, and then it comes right off. So now I am going to get a cup and blow any sediment out of here and put this back together and see how it works. I think it worked. Put it back together, I turn the water on, and it's been a minute now. Pump's been quiet. So I think there was just a little bit of sediment in the line there, or against that valve that was creeping in. So this is what it looks like when it's back on. I'm going to get a better angle. He has a better angle. So this piece here, you disconnect. It just pops out. It's plastic. And then this piece, you push down and rotate 1/8 of a turn to the left, counterclockwise. So I reversed that, put it back together, and we are good. I'm happy. Well, I got the countertop in place, and I got the light installed and working in the kitchen. So now I have 2 lights in the house, one here and one at the other end. So yeah, that came out really nice. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this trip. So until next time, thanks for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. And remember to be safe out there.